Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where I am kicking off with the design of the ship that I never managed to finish in the last episode, or even start properly. We're going to go back to the Ragnarok. I haven't decided on a name. The Ragnarok class. An 80,000 ton super battleship doing 30 knots. We were going to use this tower. We were going to use this funnel on the deck, and then this one, and then we were going to make it a gas turbine ship with a secondary tower, and let's go diesel, super diesels. So we've got a gas turbine, diesel, electric, auxiliary. That's a very modern. That's a very nice modern drive system. And then we're going to get 20-inch Mark 5s. Lovely stuff. Probably the. Oh, hang on. Yeah, the quads are very slow firing. Let's probably just try and go for triples. I think 20-inch guns are so heavy anyway that I think I don't need an enormous. How about a big? Yeah, how about we go something like that? Something like that to start with. I think that's reasonable. Oh, it did come with armor, thank merciful heavens. Right. First thing to do is to decide on our high explosive. Now, funny though it is to completely obliterate a destroyer at 45,000 meters away. What happens if we go high cap? Not well. I think I'll stick with base fuse. Actually, it's funny. Yes, very good. Very good. Now, secondary armament. Realistically, these things have a range of 50 kilometers. If I had 8-inch guns, I could get them up to like 20 kilometer range. What fits on the little doohickey there? Can get a 7-inch gun on here. Oh, how about we do some tricksy nonsense? Actually, hold on. Let's go for a 7.9 inch 65 caliber gun. Like 22 inch range, 19 with the high explosive. That's nothing to sniff at. Fit a second pair in there. Oh, I saw it. Yeah, pixel hunting. It is slightly hanging off the side. That saddens me that it's hanging off the side. What happens if we go for a 60? Oh, I thought I saw it. Fine. We'll just have it hanging off the side. Irritating though that is. And then, do I want some centre lines, or do I just leave it like that? I think I'll just leave it like that. Although, if I'm only going to have 3, maybe it would be better to have them all centerline. Because that'll surely save me some weight, he says optimistically. Yep, there we go. Because there was going to be space back here anyway, so that the X turret could fire. Okay, and then remove those. Push all of that forward. And then have one firing over the top. Oh, lovely. Yeah, it's much more streamlined, much more refined. I guess we do just have those as searchlight positions. Fine. Yeah, that's not too bad. Armour. Well, we don't want to take a hit from our own secondary guns. AP-wise, though, they're pretty much going to be pretty much impossible to stop. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, we're not really looking at being able to stop very much. AP-wise. We can stop 5-inch. What about high explosive from someone who's pissing about? 5-inch. 5-inch. Well, that would protect us from quite a lot of secondary weapons as well. That is going to be heavy. Guns. Fucking hell, the deck pen. I don't think we can protect ourselves beyond 30,000 with an 8-inch deck. And then close in. Fuck off. Oh my god, I've just seen how insane the pen is. Well, what is the maximum battleship can carry? This battleship can carry 18. So we can go through pretty much any battleship at 25,000 meters or less anyway. Bloody hell. Layers. Save me, layers. You're my only hope. Oh, that's spicy. Okay, we can have a spicy amount of armour if we want. 29 would protect the turrets, at least, down to fairly close range. Alrighty then. Well, we don't actually need range. That's just nice to have. The big turret side armour should not be that heavy. We could bring it down to like 24, I think. Cut that down as well. This does not need to be that thick, although it doesn't save me too much weight. Let's see. If we're going for, let's say 24, 8 is 3. So yeah, we could trim this. I think, yeah, if we trim it to 4, then we can trim this, because this tends to be quite heavy. I could trim this some more, but I like the, because oh, that is 32. Is there anything else I can cut instead? Not really. I mean, I could rationalise this. I don't think it's going to save me a huge amount. Come on, let's just cut 500 tons off the barbate armour. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, let's make that 14. Some guns have 4 sectors of fire, really? Do they? Don't believe they do. Which guns? Which guns, game? All looks fine to me. All looks absolutely fine. Fucking hell, I just see the price tag. The price tag! So Skyrim class, a refitted Skyrim class mine, is 2 billion. These are 3.6. Go to Deborah for the treasury. Bloody hell. They are very nice ships, though. Very nice indeed. Fast. Well protected. Massive guns. With secondary armament. I think they will perform just fine if they ever get a chance to see service. Yeah, I like them. I like them. Well, I mean, they are basically an upgun Skyrim, aren't they? Okay. Let's go. How many of these can I build? 8. Oh, there's still ships in the shipyard. Oh, for fuck's sake! Not that it really matters. 312 minus 58 divided by 80 is 3. Three monsters. Let's go. I don't think we have a Loki. We might have a Loki, actually. I'll check that in a minute. We'll probably have a Freya as well, but again, we'll check. I have a Thor. Yes, we do have a Loki. We have a Freya, but not a Freyer. Okay, we've got a Loki. Do we have a? we have the tier still, don't we? Do we have an Odin at the moment? Yeah, we do. Let's go with... no, I know. I don't think we have a Snorri Sturluson at the moment. And we don't have a Brunhilde either. There we go. That's probably the wrong spelling. Shout at me in the comments. Okay, cool. Well, let's see what happens with the US and if we get some more wars, I guess. Welcome back. I thought I'd do a little bit of a politics update. Interestingly, the Americans are about to be destroyed by the Byzantines, who have retaken Crete and are about to retake Greece. So they have returned from Uruguay and Costa Rica. They saw what happened to the US and they're like, oh, here's our chance. And they sent their fleet to retake Greece, which is hilarious. However, there is a war between Britain and France, who are the number... Oh, I was going to say number 1 and 2 in Navy, but I don't know what the British have been doing with their Navy. They're building a lot of ships right now. Maybe France saw an opportunity. The Britain's economy is enormous compared to France, though. 10 times the size. Britain's the only country that hasn't fucked their economy somehow. Aside from us. We're nearly caught up to the British. And we have an enormous fleet. Interesting. We do now have negative relations with Britain. Interesting. Because the way the events work, just in the regular game, is anyone who has positive relations is counted as a friend in the code, and anyone with negative is counted as an enemy. So we could get an event where Britain is considered an enemy that immediately tanks our relations. So that could be very interesting. Do I know why Britain and France are at war? No. But that's fine. I don't need to know. Right. Well, I'm going to keep an eye on things. We're 18 months away from getting the Ragnarok class in service. I don't have enough spare capacity to build another one, but I am expanding the shipyards as usual. So yeah, we should be able to get them in service in a reasonable time frame. All right, there we go. United States is gone. Good riddance. Well, I wanted to get rid of them myself, but we are down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nations now, of which the Byzantines and the Netherlands are pretty tenuous. But yeah, could be interesting if we get a conflict. Wow, the world just looks so weird. Yeah, the Netherlands are holding on over here, and oh my goodness, this is going to get messy, isn't it? I'm kind of here for it, though. Right, well, let's see if... I think we might end up in a war with Britain. That would be really interesting. That would definitely be a cool way to close out the series. Welcome back. I should update on the war, which we are watching from afar. The French have taken Shetland. An interesting thing to happen. There's a big war going on in Africa. Looks like the Byzantines are involved on the French side. Interesting. Are they bringing a sizable fleet, despite their terrible economy? Very interesting. Britain seems to be getting the better handle on things, but yeah, look how quickly our relations have gone down. I think we are going to get dragged into this war. What are the Byzantines up to? They're trying to reclaim the empire. I love this. Also, Bulgaria causing problems. Miners can pop up in the Great Game if they gain independence, and they can go around causing problems. The bug that is preventing me from releasing the other two versions of DIP is when one miner invades another one and takes it over. But it doesn't seem to cause problems when they take over majors or ungoverned territory. So, like, the crash can still happen, but it's much rarer, which is something, I guess. Yep, let's just keep an eye on this whole situation, though.
What?
We had a war between Italy and Spain, which we've been dragged into. France has declared war on Italy. Oh, Italy. That is a shock. What did they do? Italy is threatening us they will declare war on us. And they said no. Spain. Oh, Spain demanded Italy stop naval activity near their borders as they consider them hostile. Italy said no in a way that said, we'll declare war on you. And then, oh my God, they also pissed off the Byzantines who said no. Oh my God. War with Italy. I was not expecting that. And we might have end up with Britain as well. Italy. Well, they do have China. But I think the fleet is actually needed at home in case we have a war with Britain. I think I have to let the army deal with conquering for now. I need to see what happens with Britain. I think we need to let the army deal with conquering whatever needs conquered. What is our relative army? Yeah, army logistics of theirs is 5. We can let the army push them out of China. All we need to do is to make sure that all our ships are on sea control. And we can just kind of nip at them. I think that's our best shot. What do they have? 3 battleships, a battle cruiser, 6 armoured, 12 lights. We can definitely deal with this. These might be more of a problem. Depends what they're doing with them, though, because they're at war with France and Spain. So they have plenty of other things to worry about. Italy itself, they don't really have anything. Well, they could attack Rhodes, I guess. If they launch a naval invasion against us, we can respond. But I think watch and wait is our best bet for now. I think we can make a slight change in tactics because we're really not seeing much action from the Italians. So I'm going to move the Skyrims with some escorts. We'll rebuild our invasion fleet. Not all of them. Take all of those. Because the first of the Ragnarok class are going to be finished in, well, plus commissioning, like 5 turns. So that will mean that we have a powerful force here. We've still got the rockets over here as well. So it's not like we're defenseless by any means. So I think Maine and the Eastern USA, that would be really nice to pick those up from the Italians. And then looking around, we probably want to go kick them out of China, which the army has started on. The French have taken southern China, so might not have to worry about that too much. But yeah, we definitely want to kick them out of the US, I think. Oh, Italy. Oh, you're spoiling me. Right, well, they've sent pretty much their entire fleet against us. A lot of light ships, and this time have escorts, so the comments won't be angry. Let's have a look at their battleships. Slow, but 18-inch guns, but low-quality armour at 125. That's a little bit off the pace. 15-inch guns, fast. That's a lot of 15-inch guns, though, on a ship that size. Don't think that's going to be well armoured. These heavy cruisers, what do they pack in? 9-inch guns? Oh, they seem solid enough. Some with 8s. Well, that one's got 190% armour quality. That's fancy of them. With 15 10-inch guns. Fancy. There's a big old mixture of stuff in here. These light cruisers. A couple of different types of light cruisers by the look of it. Yeah, they've got all sorts in here. Oh, yes, this will be good. But that'll be in the next episode. Because I'm such a tease. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.